Before you create your Twitter account, you really need to sit down and take a little minute to decide what is the purpose of your Twitter account. I mean, is it business or is it pleasure? Is it fun or is it serious? The reason you need to think about these kind of things is that it has an impact on your time on Twitter, and you really need to think about this before you create your Twitter account and go filling out your profile and all of these important aspects of Twitter. So if you're going to use it for personal purposes, of course, how you fill out your profile and what you do on Twitter is quite different. Your profile will then display perhaps your interests, maybe a little bit of fun in your profile, a little bit of silly comments. It's no problem. You're not being serious. It's your personal account. It's for fun. You'll be putting a picture of yourself on there. It won't necessarily be a professional picture, of course. It can be anything from your holidays, but try and make sure it's a picture of your face. It'll help your friends recognize you. And what you tweet about, well, of course, that's up to you. But it can be fun, it can be serious, it can be witty, it can be articles, whatever. It's between you and the people who are following you on Twitter. It can be between you and your friends or people you meet on Twitter. But it doesn't matter, it's personal, it's not business. However, if you're using Twitter for business, then you need to take even longer to think about what you're doing, because it has a huge impact on the followers you'll be getting and the kind of people you'll be interacting with. So, a business account on Twitter should perhaps be more business focused and write all of your interests of your business, the kinds of topics that your business covers. For example, for me, it's social media, blogging, web development, these kinds of things. I want to make sure they're prominent and in the beginning of my profile on Twitter, and that people realize when they're connecting with me what I'm all about on Twitter. Of course, if you're a one-man business or a home business, you don't need to have your logo up there. It's probably better to have your face. It's always better to be personal than to stand behind a logo. So if you have a professional picture, or at least something very clear and shows your face clearly and is not pixelated, is not too dark, that's perfect. But if you're working on behalf of a business and it's more than one person using that Twitter account, a logo is perhaps more appropriate. You also need to take a minute to think about the kinds of content you're going to be sharing, and with a business account, it should be related to your niche, your topics that your business is focused on. It should also be customer related and customer focused, and you may be interacting with your customers and even finding new customers on Twitter. So take a minute, write down what it is you're going to be doing on Twitter. Take it a little bit seriously, because once you filled these things out, people are looking at them and connecting with you, or more importantly, not connecting with you based on what you're putting on there.